Morning, this is Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. I've got another property I'd like to show you. First, I wanted to start off saying it's Monday morning, and I'm just grateful for everybody that bought land this weekend, and I'm waiting for the notary to open to get the deeds down there, get them notarized, and get them up and recorded for everybody that's been buying land. So thank you. Let's take a look at this property. This one I've got pulled up here is a $500 property, or better yet, $499. And it's a quarter acre, 0.24 acres. It's in northern Arkansas. It's by a big lake. There's a bunch of trees, bunch of woods, a little road that goes up to the property. It's in Baxter County, Arkansas. The lake is called Norfolk Lake. Looks like taxes are about $5 or $6 a year. It's in a neighborhood called Briarcliff. It's a pretty lax neighborhood. They've created water lines. They put in the roads and the water lines to the property, so there should be a water line to this property. And as you work on one of the roads that they have there, build on one of the roads that they have there, they'll start working on and improving it too. Maybe not right away, day one, but eventually they'll work on the roads. And they've got miles and miles and miles of roads all over the place, so lots of them aren't used, and they just as they get used, they start focusing on them some more. So this might be a more rustic road, but no traffic. Let your kids run in the street, let the dog run in the street, whatever. No one's gonna run them over. So here's a little town that's near there. This is Mountain Home, Arkansas. There's a Walmart. We'll zoom in on it. There's a Walmart across the street. There's a Home Depot, and just right next to it is a Lowe's. So you've got Walmart, Home Depot, and Lowe's all built next to each other. Looks like there's a TJ Maxx and Animal Supplies, and I don't know, some Buffalo Wild Wings, Chili's Bar and Grill, Steakhouse and stuff. So there's some supplies there. There's automotive repair, mower warehouse. There's a lot of food and hospital and supplies. Fix your car, fix your tractor, whatever kinds of stuff there. So as we zoom in to the property, you can see the lake over here, and there's a lot of boat houses. So people like to store their boat in the boathouse. You could rent a space in the boathouse and just drive over and take your boat fishing in the lake. Or you could trailer it, because if you trailered it, there's lots of lakes around the area. Like Bull Shoals is another one that's not very far away. Not that you're gonna ever find, get bored with all the places in Norfolk Lake, but Bull Shoals, between Bull Shoals and Norfolk Lake, I mean, talking about a crazy amount of lake to go explore and go fish. It's just got nooks and crannies going in every direction. So this neighborhood is just off to the side of that, and it's got these little streets running around through there. Looks like there's a power line that comes through here. And this is the property. There's a 2-track going through. It's not a fancy road. I mean, it's you drive back in there, you might have to cut some bushes down and stuff to make it your own, but you could access it from a couple different ways. You could access it down the power line trail to some of these bigger trails. I mean, this one might even be paved. Looks like there might be a stream in here that it's trying to get around, called Dry Creek. And it goes up that way. Maybe if we zoom in here, we'll see the creek crossing. Looks like they put in a pipe. Dry Creek looks like it's got a little bit of water flowing through it. Not much, but a little bit. So you're going to be living next to a creek. Not right on it, but pretty close. It's going to be across the street, someone else's property, and then there's a creek. So you're not right on the creek, but you're pretty close to the creek. Some different software of the lot lines. It's James Adventures, one of my companies. So I'll sign the deed over to you on this one. Here's the lot line. Let's pull this up. Yeah, so right next to the street here. I pulled up Norfolk Lake in Instagram, see what kind of pictures people have of the place. This looked like a picture of a picture, or a picture of a picture on a screen or something. Caught my little fish. Here's some coastline and some feet. Here's a picture of a view. That looks like a good view out over the lake. It's a nice, healthy looking lake with good, solid looking trees. Here's an old picture of a bass fishing tournament. They're having the weigh-in. That's a lot of bass boats. A lake can support that kind of fishing. It's just a drive by the lake. The lake goes all over the place. This is Buffalo River, I believe. So this isn't very far away either. So you've got this kind of scenery. These rivers. I didn't show you the rivers, but there's a bunch of rivers around the area too. Here's a bass fishing girl. Bass fishing tournament. Some artistic pond floating. Classic American 4th of July. Bunch of beer and water slides, floaties, kids jumping in the lake, people fishing, throwing big tents. I mean, it's just that kind of place, right? You can go have fun. It's a good place to have a cabin in the woods, just like a second place. You can go get striped bass, more striped bass, some good sized striped bass. Lots of striped bass. Okay, let's move on. I found a homesteading channel in Arkansas. I was watching this last night, or the last 2 nights. I watched a bunch of the guy's videos. He finds a property, rents a backhoe, rips some channels, pours some cement. I like the way he did his footers. He laid, they didn't come out beautiful, but they sure looked easy. He just put some 2x4s in and stapled this plastic membrane to them. They had all the measurements laid out on it, like pour a footer. And then had the cement truck fill them up, and you got your footers for the house. He laid some block on top of them, and he started doing floor joists on top of that, sill plates, floor joists. And he put together a house. He's got a 2-story house, good looking house, like 2,000 square foot or 2,300 square foot or something, a big wraparound porch. And he's doing it all himself, banging the nails and laying the brick and everything. So it's just fun to watch. I'll put a link of that down below. But if you want to buy this property, $499. I'll put the link below for my website too, and so you can click on that and go to my website and buy the property. $499. All the fees included, all the taxes paid off, and I'll get it into your name. I'll get it recorded into your name. It takes a couple weeks. You can start using it the same day, but it takes a couple weeks for me to get the deed or notarized and then recorded with Baxter County, because I do it through the mail. And then I send them a prepaid envelope and stuff, so they mail it back to you instead of to me, so you get the deed from the county all recorded and ready to go. So if you're interested in that one, links below, you can go check out and buy it. If it's already sold, if someone already bought this one, there's a bunch of others on my website like it. Lots of them have videos as well, so if you go look through my website for Baxter County, you'll see some other videos like this, or some other properties like this. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hope to talk to you soon. Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com.